Welcome to the Big BoneYard. Enter at your own risk.
Decided to pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When the client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.
Man, look at all them folks out there. Hey, what's up, America? What's up, y'all bikers? And what's up, boneheads? What's up, boneheads? All right.
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, hey, we want to welcome y'all once again to the Big BoneYard. Hold on, let me hit that. Hit that thing again. Hey, thanks everybody. Hey, thank you all for joining us tonight on the Big BoneYard. And we got some stuff to talk about. I'm not supposed to cuss within the first 30 seconds, so I'm trying to be cool. But yeah, we got some stuff to talk about tonight, as per always. But tonight is real cool because allow me to introduce this bro who I love dearly, and he's also a traveling mofo who goes back and forth from NC to FL like it ain't SHIT. My man Trouble, Kickstand Down Podcast. Trouble in the house. What's up, man?
What's happening? What's happening? The pleasure was all mine, man. I appreciate the opportunity to get up here.
It's Trouble, aka the left lane bully.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's a reason for that. And
the only reason he happened to be down here is we ain't got snow right now.
a little snow action going on.
Yeah.
That's part of it. So it's good to miss the snow. And along with that, we got my man Tate from A-Bait. Y'all know about Tate from A-Bait. Tate?
What's up?
But wait, there's more. There's more. We got my man, the myth, the legend, motherfucking Archbishop in the house from Doggone the Diamond Effect.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, man?
What
Yeah,
up,
man.
though? What up?
What up, though?
Wait for it.
Leave y'all asses. Did I just leave y'all?
Yeah, right.
Hey,
I'm trying to say, man.
I was just about to say that. Didn't I just leave you on the strip?
Hell yeah. It's been one. See, Tate, you don't know about this. Tate, you had an opportunity to be movie famous today, but since you're antisocial and wouldn't come out and fuck with the bro, now your ass is movieless.
Now listen, I can't expect other people to show up to an event if I keep missing events.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody's got to do some work somewhere.
All right, fine. We'll buy into that. We'll buy into that stuff this time. But yeah, man. So y'all know I'm nosy, so I love to ask folks how was y'all's weekend and all like that. But we did part of the weekend together. Y'all know we're working on this movie called Ridin Durty, coming to a theater near you sometime later this year. But it's coming. But we had a good old time with that. Trouble came down to do hit, which for the umpteenth time came down here because he has a fantastic part in the movie. We won't give away everything. But Trouble. So for you, how was your weekend, man?
And man, the weekend was a blast, man. The trip down was kind of frantic, freezing cold rain, trials and tribulations, but by the grace of God and the prayers of many, made it happen. And just happy to be out here in Tampa doing my thing,
Oh yeah.
surrounded by good brothers. And we got a chance to actually kick it today for real, for real. So I'm excited.
Hell yeah, that was all right, man. Hey, so I'll tell y'all a little funny thing. So I'm at this one spot, which was one of the locations that we were shooting at today. In the process of doing that, I see Trouble and his bro going by. So I dashed over to the street. I said, hey, yeah, you want to be in a movie? So I was like, it's me, Trouble. Like, what? For real though? But anyway, that was just some coincidental type shit, but it was mad cool. And here's the thing. Let me tell you what I'm mad about though. So this weekend we did a lot of shooting today, obviously, what we're talking about. But let me tell you the thing that had me mad though. Every damn body showed up with their bikes.
On
Archbishop,
a trailer.
with their bikes. No, trail. Well, no, you don't do that. No, they showed up with their bikes, sparkling, shining like new money, and the sparkliest, shiniest of them was damn Archbishop. It's like I'm glad I had on my shades because all that chrome hitting you in the face with like the shit off TV. You know when they open up the box and shit go, oh, that was his whole bike doing that. I'm like, damn it, man. Anyway, what's up, AB? What's going on, man? Damn. And look, he ain't going
So you can't put your bike. You can't put your bike on a movie jacked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to take a little time to make sure she's together. Because you know what I mean, if you're gonna see Eva's my bike man. If you're gonna see Eva, she gonna be pretty.
Oh yeah. Look, Eva was a pretty bitch. Now, see, look, it's funny you say that because a couple of months ago for the first shoots and the first scenes and stuff, man, Anubis, all right, that's my ride. Anubis was looking like her namesake. You know what I mean? Anubis was looking straight. Yeah, but that was a couple of months ago. And see, I personally don't own those Keebler elves like Archbishop because he worked them Keebler elves like they Kunta Kinte because I know that bike shining like it is I'm telling you, it's a team of Keebler elves. They got like little prospect vests on and shit, and he got them out there just working all damn night. So when Eva do show up, oh, that bitch is pretty. That bitch is pretty.
Oh yeah.
But I'll tell you the trick to it.
What's that?
It is still you get that detail of steel wool
For
glass cleaner. You use that, it will clean every bit of chrome on that bike.
Every time.
Sparkling like.
Let me tell you, well, it ain't no doubt about it. No, that motherfucker, it worked and worked good, real good.
He ain't lying. For that chrome, he ain't lying.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Look, that was downright impressive. Now, Tate, we're gonna ask you a straight up true question. What's the condition of your bike right now? Is she I'm too busy riding my shit to keep it clean properly, but I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna get right.
Well, I ain't got all that
that
chrome that AB's got. I'm trying to get away from the chrome for the simple fact that I don't sit there and shine my bike. My bike has one purpose and one purpose only: to get my fat ass down the road.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. You want to go with that? All right.
It is not picture perfect, and it sits in front of the house all the time.
But it rides like shit, though, right?
Bullshit. Hey, it might leak rice, but like I keep saying, I can make a meal out of rice. I can't make a meal out of motor oil.
Oh, damn. I don't know how I feel about that. Was that shots fired? I think that was shots fired. I think that's what that was. But yo, man. But hey, so we're gonna take a minute to throw out our disclaimer like we do. So it's 4 of us on here tonight, and we're going to talk about all kinds of different things, but we want to make it clear that these opinions are our opinions only. They do not reflect the opinions of our respective organizations. Whilst we love those organizations, each and every one of them, We're not speaking for that. We're speaking for ourselves right now. So we don't have no misconfusion about that stuff there. And shout out to all the folks that's coming through. See Aztec, what's up? Captain Kirk, thank you for joining us, sir. Miami, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? All right, Miami in the house. Oh, motherfucking Jones, that's what's up. But anyway, so
I have never heard of putting Diet Coke on your bike. Did you see that message
what?
come along? Somebody just said Diet Coke and steel wool.
Oh, yo, I heard that before about Diet Coke. In fact, back in the day, when people used to work on their cars like themselves, when you get the corrosion built up, like on the battery, where you get the corrosion that would build up on the terminals, back in the day, them old dudes used to just take it wasn't Diet Coke, it would just take regular Coke, pour on there, leave it on there for a little bit, give it a little scrub, and them jokers come out looking brand new. And sometimes you take them off and do it, but the Diet Coke, something about the acidity is gonna chew through that corrosion that built up. That shit worked. I mean, I never
does.
about it for chrome, but you heard about that trouble?
It works. I had a VTX 1300 that had a I was wearing chaps. It's cold, so I'm hugging the bike for about 3 hours. So you already know it left a burn mark.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here doing elbow scrubs, trying to figure it out. And I'm like, you know what? TikTok works. So I just go to TikTok. So I went to TikTok. I seen the dude with the it was a Coke. So I went to go buy me a Coke. I got me a Brillo pad. I put it up there. Scrub. Put it up there. Scrub. I was like, it's coming out. But then what works better though is the actual Coke with the eraser pad. So once you put the Coke up there, and it does this little effect, the eraser pad you won't have to scrub as hard.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
But it does work though. And then you do a AB special diamond effect, and then you spray that Windex until you wipe it clean.
Right on. Yeah, look, I'm gonna get it. That I'm telling you, the next time y'all see a Nuvis, that bitch gonna be shining like new money. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna.
It works.
Do it. I'm gonna have to do it.
I ain't gonna make that statement.
But I'll tell y'all what. So tonight, and we promise we ain't gonna be on here all night because everybody's been pounding the ground all damn weekend doing all kinds of other. Oh my god, my shit's been not. I'll share my little thing. So yeah, so of course we did the movie today, but I've been working on some miscellaneous projects that have been kicking my ass. Believe it or not, as crazy as it sounds, I've been working on prison reform. Prison reform in the sense that somebody close to the family got out of prison after a really long time. And it's crazy when you talk to a cat that's been locked up for 24 years and you say something like, hey, well, we're going to shoot over to Walmart right quick and da-da-da-da-da. And he says something like, Walmart, with a lot of thought. I'm like, no, it's just Walmart, man. We can hit Walmart. Yeah, that's cool. I've never been to one of them before. Do you know how strange it is to hear a human in 2024 say they've never been to Walmart, right? And then all of there's just a whole bunch of stuff that comes along with getting somebody caught up to speed who's been in a box for 2.5 decades. Man, look, it's a lot to it. So I've been doing that and a bunch of electronical miscellaneous bullshit. I'm trying to be Bob the Builder all at the same time. And it's been a lot, but hey, it's coming out, coming here, hanging out with y'all, being able to get out today, fuck with my bros. That shit is always good. But anyway, so here's what's going on tonight. So, and this has been kind of like on my mind and some of our heads here quite a little bit. And we ride motorcycles. That's what we do. We go from point A to point B, and magically we keep showing up not dead, right? The thing is that some other folks out there in them four-wheel cages, they act like they got a different goal than we do. We just want to show up not dead, and they feel like they might disagree, or at least that's what it looks like by the way that some of them drive or ride. But then on top of that, what about us? Other folks with them patches on our backs who's also trying to go from point A to point B. Guess what? There's rules to it. And, y'all have heard us say before, like me and AB have said this a number of times, we're outlaw bikers in an outlaw MC type of world, but guess what? We got more rules than the damn Constitution, right? We got bylaws and the way that we do a lot of the stuff that we do, right? So having said that, we're going to kind of delve into that a little bit tonight. So in fact, where'd it go? The doggone the description of tonight's show kind of reads like this. It says, have you seen a pack of bikes? Shut up. It says, have you ever seen a pack of bikes coming at you on the road and you got nervous? So if so, was you nervous because you was afraid of MCs, because you watched you some Sons of Anarchy, or was it because they were speeding all over the road and acting like they was getting ready to cause an accident or something like that because they were so crazy looking? Well, if it's the first thing, don't believe everything that you see on TV, right? But if it's the second thing, and we got some stuff to talk about, but either way, we hope you enjoy this episode, and it's going to be fun, and we're going to chop it up a little bit about all of that type of shit. And as me and AB say, this is one of them conversations that's got legs. It can go in a lot of different directions, but we're going to hit up some of that type of stuff. So let me start by asking a question. What's the most aggravating thing? We'll start with you, Trouble. What's the most aggravating thing that happens while you're on the road on your motorcycle?
Most aggravating. Well, for all the viewers out there who are watching this recording live and pre-recorded, you see Trouble, aka Left Lane Bully, is there for a reason. So when I pound, I pound. I'm gonna need you to move. Okay. So the most aggravating thing that I see is when I'm approaching a cage, and the first thing that I'm looking at first and foremost is will activity. All right. I would say something else, but that'll give away all my secrets. But I'm looking at will activity, right? And then I'm looking at hand and head placement. So if I notice that you're not paying attention, it's aggravating because you're protected and I'm not. I have to protect myself first and foremost. So the first thing that aggravates me is the how can I put it? The willingness to adjust your lane. And what I mean by that is you're in a cage, you're supposed to just go straight. But if you're doing all the swerving inside of your lane, it's very aggravating because I don't know which way I need to go. Now I can operate in three sections in my lane. You need to just stay straight. Simple. It's
Right.
simple. Right or wrong. We have 3 lanes, right?
Oh
We
yeah.
have left, we have middle, and we have right.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell are you crossing over any dotted lines?
Okay. All right. No, look, God knows I feel you on that one. Hey, what's your point of pissed offedness when you're trying to get down the road on your scoot?
People misjudging the amount of time they have to pull out in front of you.
Good one.
Yeah.
I got an intersection I have to go through daily, and it's literally a road that runs next to my Walmart, ironically, and a road going the opposite direction. Now, once you get to the end of the Walmart, you can only go one of 2 ways. You will be going down this road, and somebody will pull off of that road for Walmart, not paying any attention, and almost fucking hit you daily.
Yeah.
And they refuse to put a light there. Why? I don't know. But
see, that's one of them things when it comes to intersections. The most frequent accidents happen for motorcyclists at intersections. They say, I want to say it's like 72% of all motorcycle accidents happen at an intersection. And 9 times out, it's not because we're running red lights or stop signs or any of that. You know, we'll have the green light and some asshole decides he wants to try to beat the red light, or he wants to just make that left turn anyway, even though he had a solid red or yellow or something like that. They see you, maybe they don't, but for some reason, 72% of the accidents keep happening at intersections. That's what, when I'm saying when I go to toward any intersection, man, I'm like, I'm all over the place with it because I'm waiting for one of these fools to come out there and do some stupid shit. AB, what's your number one irritating, I'm going from point A to point B type joint?
My number one would be brake riders. You know, them ones like you riding right behind them, they just constantly hitting the brake where you can't get around, especially on them country 2-lane roads.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
get around,
yeah.
and they just break.
Right.
Break. As soon as you get up to speed, then they hit the brake. Then now you break it. You know, and you know that even happens at times like when we pack ride. You know what I mean? Break. You know what I mean? You trying to gauge your distance and your spacing and stuff like that. But when you hit that brake, that throws everything off. You know what I mean? So the ride ain't even fun no more because you're spending most of your time, you know what I mean?
Now it's
Doing
Neck
this,
jerking.
you know,
yeah.
back and forth.
It's
You know
like
what I
it
mean?
turned it
So-
into a new job that you got to do, just trying to get where you going.
Right.
It's like it makes it feel. I feel you when you say that too, AB, because it makes it feel like I forget to clock in? Did I forget to punch in? Because damn, you know, I'm supposed to be enjoying myself and I got to do all that. Like this motherfucker can't do math because it's this number of feet and he can't figure that out and he want to ride the brake like somebody's paying him to do it.
I had one today when we was leaving the set today. I had one. He literally followed me 20 miles right beside me. As fast as I went, he matched me. We rode all the way down the road, and he rode right beside me the whole damn way. And every time I look over, he just throw me the peace sign and just kept riding right beside me the whole damn time. I was up one time. I was doing $1, and he was right beside me.
Yeah, that shit is annoying.
He matched me
fuck.
the whole time.
Damn. What kind of cage was he in? What was he driving? What kind of cage?
It was a sports car. Like a Nissan. Like one of them Nissan Ultimas.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Rode right.
Well, you know what? Well, you know what, AB, that makes sense. He doesn't have the balls enough to get on 2 wheels, so he wanted to ride side by side on 4. It makes sense. Fine.
You're right.
Okay.
See,
that's what that
people
was.
like that piss me off because if they're gonna go that fast trying to keep up with us in a car, they're gonna be the motherfucker that's gonna hit us.
Hey, matter of fact, somebody said on Facebook.
I was thinking though, you know what I mean? When we was going up, I'm like, damn, he keep following me like this. Now what about this fucker swerve over and shit? You know what I mean? This fucker got me. You know what I mean? Because I know where I can go at this point. Because I'm already in the left lane, so I don't got nowhere to go. He in the middle.
Yep.
Nowhere to go. You know what I mean? So if he swerve over, I'm fucked because he right beside me the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So luckily we got down so far where there was actually some more traffic.
Yeah.
And I went and just
start
bobbing and weaving and got past it.
Yo, and traffic was I was on 275, but and I know you went in the opposite direction when we split, but I got on 275. Traffic was pretty heavy. So I went around some cars here and there, hit the far left lane a time or two. And this dude from another club, he was up ahead. He popped out on the damn on that little feeder median, or what the fuck they call that thing, the get off lane or whatever the fuck. So he jumped out ahead of me on that shit. I'm like, oh, okay, well shit, let's get it for a minute. So we got it for a minute. But sure enough, it's like, and the crazy shit is it was safer there in that fucked up traffic than it was when you get back, because now you got this one on the cell phone, you got that other one that wants to ride the brakes like you were saying, AB, and then you got the other motherfucker back here who's don't understand that you need to like stop at a safe distance. They frustrated because traffic is fucked up, so they want to speed in some car, speed up, then try to slam on brake. It's what's that thing Miami said? It's too much. It's just too much. I mean, she hit that shit. But anyway, yo, hey, Diosa, we see Diosa. Oh, matter of fact, this one bro, ASAP. What's up, ASAP? Somebody on Facebook, and I can't see who they are. By the way, if you're on Facebook, if you get a chance, go to your settings and give StreamYard permission to share your info. That just means that we can see what your name is and stuff when you come on this show. But anyway, somebody on Facebook was saying we had 3 brothers go down this weekend. 2 were hit by hit and runs in Fort Myers, and one of the hit and runs was on a sport bike. Was from a sport bike. So yeah, it's happening out there, man.
Hey, whoever that was on Facebook, get at me and let me get the details for that, because right now we're fighting a bill in Tallahassee that will make the fine stiffer and possibly take these assholes off the road.
Yeah, Yeah, the vulnerable road users bill. That's important. So yeah, so make sure you get it Tate about that, and he can get you plugged in, because if that should irritate you, it's one thing to be irritated, but it's another thing to have an opportunity to do something about it, and you don't. So don't not do nothing. Hook up with him, and let's do our thing. Laws get changed in Florida every day, or at least a few times a year anyway.
Yeah.
But give it a shot.
And actually, the Senate bill is getting heard for the second time tomorrow.
All right, good. Oh, Diosa says mine is when they follow behind too close. You speed up, and that's what you were saying.
Oh yeah.
She said mine is when they follow behind too close and then speed up. They match you. That's her biggest pet peeve. ASAP said, "What's up, Bone Bishop?" And somebody on Facebook said, says, "Oh, why my twos are parked right now? These folks freak me out in my big old honking work truck." Okay, now Douche Canoe, formerly Douche Canoe, he's douche, but he sold a canoe apparently. Says StreamYard is a software they use to do this show for anyone who might have privacy concerns. Somebody on Facebook says it's bad karma, but yeah, and then what's up, ASAP? But yeah, so let me tell you. So to delve into a little bit more about tonight's show. We're talking about this riding dirty, and really that's just a cool way of saying how we get from point A to point B. If you're in a club, one of the first things that we do, riding as a club, is like I said earlier, we got all these rules and all these. Here's how we get from point A to point B, and really the guy is your responsibility. But speaking on the club version of it, we have a thing called a road captain. A road captain is the guy that's an officer position in a motorcycle club, and it's his job to do a whole lot of different stuff. Everything from mapping out the route that you're going to take to making sure everybody's tires are straight. Because hey, let's say you got some bald ass tires. The road captain might tell you, hey, sit your ass down for a minute. You ain't going on this ride and killing everybody. So the road captain, that's like the first line of defense and letting us show up not dead, So the road captain. And that's one of the few jobs. I've done all kinds of stuff in a motorcycle club. Never wanted to be no road captain. I was forced to do it a time or two over the years, and it sucks because it's a lot of responsibility, and you gotta, you can't even, in my case, you can't even enjoy the ride when you're a road captain, but it's such an important thing. Like, you ever been a road captain, Trouble?
Absolutely. I've actually had the opportunity. It depends on the club. But I've had the opportunity to run and be a part of every position. So I'm not gonna lie, man. While road captain is a strategic and a difficult job, I don't mind it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, because the reason why I don't mind riding, I ain't gotta worry about an asshole fucking me up. Just gonna be honest. And also, since I am the president of the road, so to speak, I'm always looking. I'm always looking for something. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just say, for example, matter of fact, no, I'm not gonna just for S's and G's. I'm gonna use something that really happened. So we had a ride. We're going from North Carolina to New Orleans. It's about 13 hours, 12, 13 hours, something like that, right? Me as a road captain. Hey, guess what, guys? You already know what time it is. So a week ahead of time, I'm looking. A day ahead of time, I'm looking. And when we arrive, I'm looking. But I'm having a casual conversation like this, and you're not even noticing that I'm looking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not because I'm trying to be an a-hole. I'm not. But at the same time, I have an 18-year-old daughter now. You know what I'm saying? I have my life. My mom needs me. My family needs me. Family, friends, fans, whatever you want to throw in the mix. But safety first, dude. If I ground you, I ground you. But if I didn't ground you and we get 7 hours into the 13 and I gotta then make a phone call to let them know that you ain't here, I'm not willing to do that.
Right.
So I much rather ground you before I let you go out here just to say, oh, my brother rode with me. Nah, I'm good.
Right. Yep. One little sidebar. If your daughter's 18 and you're 27,
I knew you were gonna go here. I
Damn
knew it.
right. The math ain't mathing, man. I'm just saying the math ain't mathing.
So listen.
He's
All
Nine.
right. You want the truth?
yeah.
You ready? So I'm 27 for the umpteenth time. You good? We're
Okay.
good?
Oh, gotcha.
Why didn't you just say so? Damn. All right.
I didn't know you was gonna say it out loud.
So, AB, have you been a road captain before?
Not an actual road captain. I done played. Now you know I play tail gunner all the time.
Oh yeah. Which is also huge important. But no, go ahead.
I like the back. Reason being is that you being able to control a lot more from the back. Being able to keep the pack in line, and you also making sure that when you do have those lane changes that you're doing it, safely. There's nobody jumping out of the lane. Because there's been times people you pack ride, and the biggest thing is when that person in the front throws his hand up, you got somebody in the middle of the pack automatically just jumps out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what's behind them, whatever. You know what I mean? And a lot of people has gotten hit that way, but jumping out of the line. So I think that tail gunner, like once you have to make sure that everybody understands, like, okay, you don't move out that line until this line is clear. So like I always come over to the lane that we're going to, and then I flash my lights.
I was just going to say that. Yep.
See what I'm, okay, it's clear. Yep. Now come over. Because you don't know how long that line is going to be. You may be 7, 9, 15, 20 people back. You don't know.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to give them some kind of notice other than just sitting here waving your hand. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I always keep the lights, and then that way they know, come on over.
Yeah, that's an important fact too, because some folks, when they think about motorcycle riding, they're thinking about themselves singularly. But when you ride in a pack, especially like you got a new cat who is new to the club life, and he's still learning all of this stuff, and he might have some of those tendencies to just jump right out there. But if everybody gets conditioned and you hit the big one, tail gunner's moving over, boom, boom. He's gonna hit you with them lights, not just this stuff like that. He's gonna hit you with them lights, and you don't move until you see that. And if you do, he's literally telling you, move over now. It's safe. So if you do that then, because it might be safe right then, 15 seconds later, it might not be. So you move accordingly. So that tail gunner position actually is just as important in pack riding as the road captain or whoever. In fact, really, the guy in front is not as important as the road captain or the tail gunner, if you think about it, because basically that guy that's in front, the only thing he's doing is going where he knows where he's supposed to go. But even then, the road captain done mapped it out for him. And even if he gets wrong, I've seen this 100 times where road captain will shoot up there. No, not this exit, that exit, or anything like that. But so that's all good. Tate, you ever been a road captain?
No, but it's odd to me to hear that your road captain's not the guy up front, because that's how we operate. Your road captain's the guy up front, your sergeant at arms the guy in the back. Sergeant at arms. Well, as far as we
get different, but
yeah.
See, a road captain, in my humble opinion, a road captain, of course, he can be up front, but if he's up front, he can't actually see all of the stuff that's going on. Because, like in my world, a road captain might be inclined to slide back five places to tell somebody to get their ass straight.
Yeah.
He might also be the one to, hey, some cars trying to get all up in the pack. He might be the one to, boom, tell this guy, hey, keep it moving, move the fuck over. This is a pack, because you wouldn't be surprised, but it's surprising how stupid these people in cages are.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the road captain and or the folks that's assisting him are the ones that keep them cages off of our ass, and keeps them from possibly getting hit by a flying rock or something like that for doing something bad. Y'all see the way I clean that up?
Yeah.
Flying
rock. Yeah, flying rock. Fortunately, I'm in one of the few chapters that does have the road captain position. No, I've never been a road captain. I've been SA for 3 years. I always rode in the back, cleared the lane, everything like that. Now, being an SA for 3 years has hindered me, because now when we're on the road, I'm still shooting up, blocking traffic, If somebody cuts in front of us, I'll be the one to get in the lane, double yellow or not. I don't give a fuck. Get in front of them, slow down to fucking 10 miles an hour and let everybody pass his ass. I am that asshole, and I got yelled at for it today. Oh, you really can't be doing that. It's not dangerous. And it's dangerous. We don't need to be doing that. And last of all, the fucking president doesn't need to be the asshole risking his life. Okay.
Hey, look, man. Yeah, well, yes and no. But the thing is, you're still a biker. You know what I mean? You're still a brother to your club. But yeah, you know, I'll table that one for another, because that'll take us that'll take us down the rabbit hole right there. So here's another thing comes up that has a lot to do with how we're moving as a pack. Are we hauling ass unnecessarily, or are we hauling ass because that's how we ride? A lot of times that has to do with a thing called KSU. KSU. Trouble, could you explain to the listeners what KSU stands for?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's an acronym. All right. If you don't know what an acronym is, look it up. KSU. For us on the set in the biker community, kickstands up, unlike kickstands down podcast.
That's why I asked you. That's what you saw.
You saw that,
right?
Yeah. I had to do the, yeah.
That's why I pitched it to you so you could do that.
Oh, I hit that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Out of here.
Yeah, you did. But
but for real, this kickstands up, and kickstands up is an important 3-letter acronym, and is an important verbiage in the community, because when a time is set forth, right, no man should actually break that. We've already mapped it out, whether we're doing it quarterly, whether we're doing it monthly, whether we're doing it yearly, right? We done already mapped out what we got going on. So if me as a road captain, hey, listen, dang, I forgot, we got such tomorrow. We're going to meet at blah, 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 blah. KSU is 10:30. Why are you showing up at 10:45? The train is gone.
There you go. And I was going.
Why are you showing up at 10:30 and then using the excuse I wasn't there for the debriefing? Motherfucker, show up.
Look, so here you go. So KSU, and how that relates to what I was babbling about is this: if KSU kickstands up is 10:30, and you get there at 11, and they actually wait for some reason. If they happen to wait for you, but you got to be somewhere at a certain time, guess what? If you was gonna be doing 70 miles an hour, now you might need to do 80, 85, or at least somebody might feel that way. So now you got 30, 40, 50 motherfuckers moving way too quickly because some asshole decided he wanted to be 30, 45 minutes late. All right. So that fucks you up. So KSU, that's one of them acronyms that's important. KSU, kickstands up, which is the opposite of the other thing, kickstands down. Kickstand down, that's referring to what time we supposed to get to a place, or what time, hey, kickstands down at such and such. We're supposed to be there at this time. That's when we're stopping. Kickstands down. Which, of course, if you leave on time, you'll get there on time. Which, one more acronym. I got another one. LYA. LYA. Well, LYA is the not the hybrid, but it's the middle point between kickstands up and kickstands down. So LYA, that means leave your ass. So if kickstands up at 10:30, 10:50, because it takes people about 5 minutes to fuck around and adjust the radio and tighten up their chaps and whatever the fuck else it is that they got to do. I don't know, if you're a pretty boy, put Vaseline on your face. I don't know what the fuck people do, but you got 5 minutes to do whatever the fuck it is that you're doing, right? So kickstands up is 10:30. LYA is 10:35. At 10:35, we leaving your ass. LYA. So you got to throw that in your book of acronyms, folks.
You're nicer than I am. I say kickstands up at 10 o'clock. My kickstand's going up at 10 o'clock. By 10:01, I'm pulling out the parking lot.
Oh, yeah, okay, so your LYA is 10:01. Everybody got one. Yeah,
everybody got it.
No, that just means it takes a minute to get from where we parked to the road.
Right, gotcha. So So technically, your LYA would be 10:01. Now, if your kickstands are up at 9:59, anyway, damn it, look, stop making me do math.
Hey,
I
I got another acronym for y'all.
What's that?
BBT.
Say what?
Big bone time. BBT.
Hey,
Big
look.
bone time.
Oh,
You know what?
If he says
Oh, shit.
kickstands
I'm on
up
the
at
mother's
9
list.
o'clock, he ain't even showing up till 9:30. So kickstands
Look.
up 10 o'clock. LYA is
Hey, I'll tell you what,
11:30.
I was shocked. We was doing a ride to Orlando. Actually, on the way to Tallahassee, I had to make not a detour, but
Yeah.
another thing. At was
Allegedly.
it Plant City, allegedly to Plant City or some shit. Long story short, I got there before the folks that was supposed to be meeting me there were. I was so motherfucking proud of myself. And today, shit, I showed up an hour early on the set after having been given the wrong address. But that's okay. I was still there.
I'm texting the fact checker right now. I'm calling bullshit.
No.
Tate.
That's true.
Hey, Tate, I got to vouch. So AB was there too. I got to vouch. So we had our little, powwows or whatever. And I was talking to the producer. I was like, yeah, we got a few minutes, go get something to eat. Now, me and my bro, we left the proper scene, right?
Right.
He was at the other scene,
Right.
trying to recruit bikers, but he was on time, late, but he was on time.
Yeah, I was on time, but look, that was the address that I was given.
Big
but then
bone
they
time.
changed it. No, for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
This is real. This is the truth.
We're
I
gonna
look, I
start the
got
show at
2
9
witnesses.
o'clock.
Hey,
Watch this.
I got 2 witnesses.
Watch this, Bone.
Yeah.
Now, I got to put you on blast. I'm on your show.
All right, go ahead.
So listen, y'all heard earlier. I don't know if you didn't hear it. Go back and watch it. Whatever, rewind it. Whatever you got to do. So listen, you heard how he said, hey, "Oh, damn, that's trouble." Now he says to me, "Hear me out, y'all. We're going to get a sandwich." He's at one sandwich place. I'm at the other sandwich place across the street. Hey, y'all just come back and we're riding together. Now to do that, I have to make a U-turn, right? On the bike, got the soda in the cup holder. I'm looking at my bro. He's like, yeah, come on. He said, you know what I'm saying? Da. I bet we get to the light. I go like this. It's not a damn bike over there, man. This dude left me.
Yo,
but he told me to come back to me.
Yo, but nah, you know what I did? I texted you telling you, but what happened? The director, I'm like, hey man, like I'm here at the spot. I've been here for an hour. The fuck? He goes, oh no, we're down the street, such and such and such. Let me shoot you the address. And I'm like, and I told him, I said, hey, Trouble and Foolish just left. Yada yada. Oh, don't worry about that. So boom. So I got.
Oh damn. I got to get at him. So I got to get at him. All right, say less. Hey, look, the funny part about it is, right when you called me a few 43 minutes ago, he just left here. I'm gonna get him after the show. Don't worry about it. Let's go. We good.
All right. Yo,
we good.
So I wanted to hit so Douche Canoe, who, like I said, he sold a canoe. He said, should people in cages treat a pack of motorcycles like a funeral procession? If so, how does that public awareness campaign happen? Looking at you, A-Bait. Yo, in some places, so Douche, in some places, it is actually like that for different reasons. Some people do it out of respect. Some people do it out of, wow, look at that. And some people do it because they don't want to get fucked up. But the places where they don't do it, they need to be educated. So that is definitely a good take sort of a thing. You know, it's all about the education.
I would agree to a point. If it's a multi-lane road, just get out of our fucking lane. If it's a single lane road and there's a lot of bikes in the pack, yeah, pull over. I mean, I ain't saying you got to get out your fucking car and salute us as we ride by, but there's a reason we're riding that many deep, and there's an objective there. Move over or get out of the pack or get out of the road. As far as that campaign goes, I actually got a phone call I got to take later on this week with our safety team, and I can bring that up because that's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea. It's a great idea, and it's something that we should incorporate. And like I said, some places already do, but for those folks that don't know it, that's the good shit. We definitely push that word. You know, you see a pack of bikes, treat it like a funeral procession. Because guess what? Because sometimes it actually is. You know, unfortunately, sometimes it is.
And sometimes we're not police escorted because a lot of us don't participate with law enforcement. So you may not know it's a funeral procession until you see that hearse roll through. If you see the hearse roll through.
Okay.
A lot of the times we carry them in the urn.
Let me jump in here. So somebody on Facebook said something kind of interesting. They said, y'all do know none of the biker views and rules apply to civilians. No one is going to move over. No one is going to stop. So first of all, part of that is not true. And what I mean by that is this. Bikers' views and rules don't necessarily apply to civilians, but they can be applied to civilians. There's enough civilians who fall in line because they see a group of bikes. When they're not stupid, they understand, okay, that's a group of motorcycles riding together. Let me move accordingly. But the fact that no one is going to move over, I can tell you, I've seen bikes move out of my, or cars move out of my way more times than I know how to count. And that's a fact. And I got some bros who will make sure they move out of my way just in case they have a problem understanding what the fuck they need to do. I don't know who you ride with or anything like that, but what I can tell you is, and that don't mean that every single time everybody's going to, nobody on the road gets everything that they want, but it's a complete incorrect statement to suggest that civilians can't figure it out real quick, especially when you help them. I'll put it like that.
Well, actually, I can comment on that. Every year we ride in Tallahassee, and until law enforcement picks us up, we are our own escort.
Yeah.
We have people blocking traffic at stop signs, lights, any kind of intersection. It don't matter. Even if we got to veer onto something else, they're there blocking. And 9 times out of 10, at least in the last 6 years I know of, we have not had one person interfere with the bikes, except for this one asshole last year that for some reason likes blowing out fucking tires on the highway. And he kept flying up and down next to these bikes in this black Mustang with the top down, filming it. I don't know what the hell he was doing, but and he's ignoring me right now, just going,
No, I'll tell you. So here we go again. So the person that was commenting saying it's LOD. So that's a motorcycle club. They're a national club, and he's saying, nah, they can't be applied because they will dial faster than you can get off that bike. Once you realize that it's two worlds, then we will begin to not try to apply biker rules to civilians. So here's the thing. We're not going to get into a debate about that, but you know, if you're LOD, like you say, and you know, like I know, you know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to, you know, in this forum, we're not going to go all into it, but you know, and I know how that really works.
Oh yeah.
But
well, the other thing is any rules in our world that protect us, especially for our safety, can be applied in the real world. And that's kind of ABAIT's goal, to get our world's rules that protect us as we're going down the road passed into law. That way we can say, hey, look, you know, this is proven to keep us fucking alive. We need to make this a law. And I'm not saying riding down with whips and fucking hitting cars and kicking their windows and not that shit, but treat us like a funeral procession, because if there's a large group of bikes, there's a reason there's a large group of bikes. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, oh, I got 20 guys in my yard, let's go riding. There's a reason. This shit's set up in advance.
Why not? Why can't you just, no, I'm just kidding. Hey, so let me jump to the next one. The next one being staggered or bar to bar. Staggered or bar to bar. AB, what say you, sir?
Well, I'm gonna have to say bar to bar because that's what we've been doing forever now. Seems like, you know.
Facts.
I mean, the only time I have been that I actually went staggered is if it was like late night, fog. You know, we don't need to ride side by side then. You know what I mean? Because shit runs out, and I got astigmatism, and shit be running out on the side of the road. Me when I'm going down the road in the dark. So no, I don't. No, I ain't trying to ride bar to bar to you then. But during the day, yeah, that's all we doing. Bar to bar all way. Bar to bar, 9 to 5. You know what I mean?
And you're right. And some folks have to, and I say, like with me, it's bar to bar, but I also recognize that some folks ain't set up for that. You know, they either haven't learned, can't learn, have difficulty learning, because bar to bar, you know, we're in an organization whereas our skill level of writing is, you know, I'll keep it a buck. It far exceeds that of, you know, normal Joe Blow who bought him a bike because he bought him a bike for whatever reason. Like, this is what we do professionally, for lack of a better way to say it. Whereas some folks, you know, the idea of bar to bar is a terrifying thought to them. And it should be if they don't know how to do it, or they haven't practiced it, or they haven't got comfortable with it. So now there are times, even, and here's the cool thing about pack riding. If you're riding with a talented group of bikers who have been conditioned to ride the same way, so you know how everybody gets down, there's times where you'll ride bar to bar and your road captain or the guy up front is going to give it a signal to, hey, stagger it. So you'll go from bar to bar, boom, to staggering, boom, to straight back, back to bar to boom, even jump in a straight line. And you can do all of those things based on what the conditions of the road might require. But that also is going to require a certain amount of talent and conditioning and education as far as how you ride with that other group of men, right? Or people, because sometimes it's women as well. But what say you, Tate? Staggered or bar to bar?
Well, our organizations are a little different. Y'all, you have to have some knowledge and experience. Mine, if Trouble got his bike yesterday and he's got $20, guess what? He can put a patch on his back. Okay. That being said, our safety wise, bar to bar or staggered, simply because I don't know your riding skill. There is a couple people I do feel comfortable with riding bar to bar, but it's people I've been riding with since I started riding.
Okay.
I mean, hell, I got some that if my right arm went fucking dead at automatic, you know, out of nowhere, I'd feel safe with them reaching over and grabbing my throttle. But for the most part, A-Bait's not full of conditioned riders. A lot of the people we do get are either older, which they're conditioned, but they're older, they're riding staggered, or new people, which you don't want to be riding bar to bar with.
Right. So, Trouble, this might come as a surprise to you, but I was wondering if you could tell us staggered or bar to bar. You knew it was coming.
Damn it.
Damn
it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. But no, I say bar to bar, and I'll give a brief reason why. All right. So, been on the set for a little bit, saved a little bit, did a little bit, maybe not, maybe half. Who knows? But with riding bar to bar, for me, builds confidence. It also lets you be more visible on the road. All right. Riding by yourself, I'm not sure how your lights work. You might have a dual light, you might have a single light, you might not have any auxiliary lights, you might have nothing. You know what I'm saying? But with me personally, it builds confidence in my bro. It builds confidence that he knows that, hey, listen, I'm here for you, you're here for me. So yeah, I can't ride stag. I feel funny riding stag, man. I know that we'll have to do it every now and then. I know that we have to jump single file line. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with hand signals and things like that. Hey, real quick, somebody grab me some BOKs, please. Thanks. Sorry. My company's leaving.
Yeah, right on.
Whatever. But yeah, bar to bar.
All right, cool. All right, so here's this other thing. And a lot of folks kind of overlook it. Let's say you're in a pack, you're riding, I don't know, you're riding 40 deep, right? You've been on the road for 3 hours, you get to where you're going. This is gonna miss some folks, but how do you arrive? Like, you get where you're going. How do you pull up? How do you park? How do you do all of that stuff? AB, you got 40 bikes with you. Y'all just got there. You've been bar to bar on the highway, the freeway, the interstate, whatever. You get there. What's the next thing?
You mean like how we pulling in? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, all of that. Like, because I done seen cats come in like a pack of wild dogs get in where they fit in.
Right.
Then I seen the most beautiful orchestrated.
Right. So we don't come in. Right. Like, I mean, there's order to everything. You know what I mean? There's order and simplicity to everything. Just like we rode the highway to get there. Now you notice how many cars actually sit back and actually video us going
all the time.
You know what I mean? Because they like that flow. Now, when we get to where we're gonna still be in order. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna line up to the last person line up. We all gonna back up at the same time. It's gonna be there's gonna be order, just like there's order in the whole thing. You know, from the time you leave to the time you park, there's order to it.
Oh yeah. I think the biggest compliment, which didn't see coming, was this was a first time. It was a woman actually. She had been with another club, and for some reason she ended up she was dating one of the bros in my chapter, and she was in the cage. So she was playing tail gunner. And which she apparently had done many a time before. And as I learned, she had done it with that other club. And when we got parked, she jumped out of her cage and ran over to the group of. She goes, "Damn, that was cool!" And she was really excited. I'm like, "What? What the fuck happened? Oh, that was the coolest shit ever!" And we're like, "What?" Looking around, she goes, "Oh, that was like watching synchronized swimming on motorcycles." And I said, and she was talking about the way we rode, and specifically after we got where we was going, we do a certain thing where we line up, boom, we move back at the same time, boom, everybody kills a bike at the same time. So we move in unison. But it's just like in the military when you do drills, you got to move a large group of people. You want to do it in an orderly fashion. So you move and you're covered in a line, you move as a platoon or as a squad or whatever it is, but you do it in an orderly fashion. And she had never seen that before. And it dawned on me, damn, everybody don't do like we do. And so it was a huge compliment for me. And ever since then, I've always kind of noticed that. I'm like, damn, that chick was right. That was years ago. I'm like, damn, she was right. That is what it looks like. And AB, you get literally like the bird's eye view, because being a tail gunner, you actually get to see the whole entire pack. So if somebody's fucking up, you see it. You see it first, in fact. If somebody's doing great, you get to see that when the whole pack is doing good. Because there's times where you get where you go and say, "Oh, that was a shitty ride, man. That so and so fucked up, and this one did that, and this one did the other one." But the one guy who's gonna know what everybody did is a tail gunner. He's in the back. He can see everything, and because we're going that way, so he saw all of that. But yeah,
Right.
It's a cool thing.
He
So
usually the one that's jumping off the bike, pitching a fit when you do stop.
mhm.
That's what happened. Because he done
Yep.
watched all the shit that done went on until you just stopped, made your gas stop. So the first thing he doing when he jumping off his scoop, he gonna be like, "You need to do this. You need to do this. I seen your ass jump out. You need your ass."
Yep. You're gonna get that ass with a quickness.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know what though? I think it was one thing that we missed when we was talking about riding bar to bar.
What's
One
that?
thing that we missed. There is a lot of times, well, not really a lot of, well, yeah, a lot of times. You have certain people, certain bros that you ride better with.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because they know how you gonna move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so much easier when you riding side by side with the person that you ride with all the time, because they know what you're gonna do. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And you can keep that flow. You know what I mean? You ever notice if you was doing like this big group ride and somebody's beside you that you ain't normally rode with, you feel off. You know what I mean? It's like you speeding up, one catching up, one backing off, coming up. But when you riding beside that bro that you done been riding beside the whole time, it stays the same way. They know how fast you're gonna go. They know how you're gonna move.
That's a good point. And matter of fact, as you're saying that, I'm thinking, I'll tell you who it is for me. No bullshit. It's a bro named Fishtail. Me and Fishtail, I'm talking. We've been riding together for years before I was even in the club. And Fishtail. Fishtail. Well, I know two of y'all know Fishtail, but surprisingly enough, that's a wild, crazy mofo and blah, 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 blah. But guess what? When we ride, and we've done thousands of miles together, and we ride so well together that I literally swear, hand to Jesus, I can hear the sound of his bike. He can hear the sound of my bike, and we know what each other is doing. So if he's getting ready to make a change, I hear it in his bike before he even gives me a signal, or and vice versa. So we don't really talk to each other, you know, like a lot of cats be like, hey, do this and do that, and I'm gonna this and all like that. We don't get, pretty much the only thing he's got to say to me that I'm not gonna know from just hearing it is if he goes like that, like gas, or if I hit him with the same thing. Outside of we need to stop for gas, and usually our bikes, well, now anyway, our bikes are definitely, because we got about the same tanks and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, we ride great together. So if he's riding next to me, man, I'm good. I'm real good.
That's called motor talk, man.
Yeah.
On some real, because ladies and gentlemen who are out here watching now, pre-recorded, I mean not pre-recorded, but even after the show, ride your scoop, pay your dues, rock with your bros, your sisters. Right? I think you got a shirt, right?
Yeah.
All right. You saw what I did there? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, I dig that.
So,
Hey, I'm gonna put it up so y'all can get some of these. I'm gonna put all
there we go.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do it, but I'm
I'll
gonna
take my 2%. But I'm just playing. I just play. But no, in all seriousness though, do that, because what AB just said, what Big Bone is saying, and what I'm about to say is, it goes without question. When you have that brother, when you have that sister, I can't really say sister because we're not a co-ed. So I'm gonna speak directly to the MC.
Right.
When you have that brother that you ride with, that you confide in, you don't have to use a hand signal at all.
Mm-mm.
If we're riding and we're pounding and we're coming up too fast on something, I'm gonna look in the rear view. I'm pretty sure he's already looked. When I see that front wheel make a shift, I'm shifting too. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it all boils down to getting to know your bros, getting to know, and this goes for the larger clubs to the smaller clubs. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have a relatively smaller club. So I tend to ride with all of them. But when you have those larger clubs and you have those larger trains, I get it. It can be, I've been in those larger trains. And what AB said earlier, that brake tapping is real.
Yeah.
No lie.
So a thing that goes along with arriving, getting there, you know how we do.
Oh, yeah.
Other thing is leaving. When it's time to leave, how do you do that? That's the thing. A lot of folks don't think about it, but hey, when it's time to leave, you know, or as 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 my old chapter prayers you say, are we supposed to leave here looking like a bunch of hobos, or we gonna do it like we do it? You know, but guess what? I see the hobos sometimes.
Of course.
AB,
Oh, yeah.
how you supposed to leave when it's time to leave? How you supposed to do that?
Well, but you should gather just like you get ready to, just like you left the clubhouse or wherever you met up at. Everybody line up in two. Get everybody lined up. Everybody ready to go. Give the signal. Let's roll. You know what I mean,
Yep.
you're gonna block off the intersection where ain't nobody else coming. See you.
Mm-hmm. That part. Yeah, but
I
that's
agree.
look, I tell you what, speaking of leaving, it's about that time for us. We've been at it for an hour and 3 minutes, and it's been a good hour and 3 minutes. And word on the street is we're gonna do it again in about a whole 7 days. But I wanted to take this opportunity to say to these brothers, very much thank you all for joining us. We got Tate from ABATE. If you want to know about the Vulnerable Road Users Bill, please get it Tate from ABATE, or you can get it myself. I know a little something about it, but I'm more than likely just going to send you a Tate because he's actively working on it right now. And but any of those sort of things, any of those sort of legislative concerns that y'all might have related to what's going on in the biker world, get at me, and I'll point you in the right direction. And so Tate, thank you for being here.
Oh,
As
no
always,
problem.
you're all right. I don't care what Trouble was saying about you a little earlier. I didn't believe most of it until he showed the video, though. But so you got some to do.
Allegedly, you have no proof it was me.
Allegedly, I gotta.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Allegedly, that was that. And,
That's a new word these days. Allegedly, everything.
yeah. I'm gonna wear it out. But no, for real, Tate, thank you for being here.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem.
Also, live and direct in Florida from North Carolina, my man Trouble man. Thank you for being here. Because I know we interrupted your party time because you don't get down to Tampa as often as you should, but we appreciate you taking time out of your life to come through here. So check out when you get a chance, definitely check out Trouble at Kickstand Down Podcast. It's some good shit, and he's gonna be on there, educating some folks, breaking some stuff down. So definitely check him out. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, motherfucking Archbishop AB. We're gonna do this thing again, and then when y'all get to see me in about 7 days, we're gonna talk about some totally different shit, or might talk about the more shit, but we're gonna talk about some shit. But yeah, we're gonna get to it though. But fellas, it's been a good weekend. I think we all need a nap, except for you, Trouble. You got more drinking to do.
Man, I'll tell you what, I need a nap. When you called, I was like, oh.
Hey, AB.
Yeah.
AB, you heard what I asked you earlier, bro. Are you gonna leave the door open for me or no?
Leave the door open for you.
The back door.
Oh. Yeah,
I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I'm like, my mind started to go. I didn't know what. I might not be open enough to hear that sort of stuff. I don't know.
Like keep light on for you.
My man.
I tell y'all what. Thanks for joining us tonight here at the big BoneYard. Check us out on the Facebook page. And other than that, we're gonna see y'all in about 7 days. Also, check us out because we got some more stuff to talk about. The Miles for Special Smiles. We got some of the legislative stuff to talk about. We're gonna talk about the movies. And I'm gonna try to get a lot of that stuff out on the Facebook page. But other than that, love and respect, y'all. We're gonna see y'all back in about 7 days. What happened? I hit a button. It's a magical button. What the fuck? Let's try it again. I bet you if I go like that.
Welcome to the Big BoneYard. Enter at your own risk.
Decided to pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them. and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.